No, I guess I'm just gonna like try and leave the doorway open. Like I'm assuming Crix is like sort of on one side of the doorway, and I'll be on the other, just so like Elwing can sort of just like run in or like fly in full speed.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Let's
So
hope I make it that far.
coming back around, Elwin, you feel the whip of those tentacles sort of emerge from the ground beneath you.
Lovely.
I was hoping I would interrupt it or something.
There is a solid amount of them burst forward. The first two sort of clack against. They're not able to penetrate your armor. Three of them make contact with you.
Thanks.
You take 31 points of damage. It's
Jesus
necrotic,
Christ.
so I believe you're...
Half that.
Yeah. So take 15.
Hee. Oh boy. We're getting dangerously low here.
The creature itself, you can hear it like get up and lumber back up, and it trudges forward. Can't quite get into its full gallop though, but it's you can hear it get pretty close to you behind you. The Archon.
That's the creature, not the Archon, right?
The creature, yeah. The Archon up in front does get to his feet. He spins around to look at you and takes a swing at you with that blade.
Oh boy.
That crescent energy comes through. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
I should have moved forward. Fuck. I should have moved forward.
Okay, that's a little bit better. 19?
Okay. So it strikes and passes through you. You take...
Oh, boy.
10 damage radiant, I believe. Halved as well.
Yeah, 5.
And you almost get knocked back, but you're able to sort of maintain your flight and your presence in the air.
That's good, at least.
The emissary is still like creeping forward, so he's getting closer to you. But that does bring us to you, Elwin.
I'm dashing, full dash, 60 feet.
Okay.
Flying at the fastest I can possibly muster.
Okay. So yeah, you move forward. You can get within, I'd say with that, I'll give you 20 feet of the doorway.
Okay.
Crix.
Cool. Yeah, I'm ready to take a shot at the creepy shadow.
Okay. Advantage.
Yep. Advantage. That. Please give me something good. And 18.
That is a hit right on, just barely.
Ooh. Wow, 36.
Whew, okay. So fires through, and that does explosive damage to this creature. You see it tear through him. This time, like really causing the sort of damage. You can see it almost burn through from the hole that it made as it penetrated him. He focuses his gaze though on you specifically now.
All right. Well, my gaze is focused on him. They can aim again.
Anything else? Rick?
Oh boy.
No, I'm taking aim again at it.
Okay.
The 18 was with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Briar. So on the inside there, you can see Sam. He's like watching you very closely. Every now and then he'll like look up from what he's doing. But he's hopped into this vessel at the moment at the front of it. Is just like expectantly like looking at you. Sort of every now and then he'll look back at the water out in the front. He's like, so we're gonna why don't we just push off? Why don't we just push off? I'm sure they'll catch up. I know they'll catch up. I've seen them move. They move really fast. The one guy can fly, you know?
You're a coward.
This is just preparation, okay?
They'll be here in a moment.
I want to bravely get this vessel ready so we don't die here. You know? Like, what's the use of all of us dying? We can just get it started. We'll move slow.
She's still glaring at him, vaguely considering the paralyzed poison she has prepared.
Oh, God.
She doesn't do anything, though.
Okay.
But it's in her brain.
So just holding position.
Yeah, no, I'm still holding position, not letting Sam pull any shit, holding
Okay.
onto the boat, waiting for the others.
Okay,
The plan is to jump in the boat once we're all here.
gotcha. Okay, that brings us to Tacitus. Elwyn's just about
So
20
the-
feet away now.
Elwyn's 20 feet away. How far away is the Archon?
Archon
About
hasn't moved at all, so he's about he's still about 60, 70 feet away.
Can I ready an action to move as soon as Elwyn goes past me?
Yeah, absolutely. You can all have
Okay.
that movement because neither of you use your movement. You were Crix, so like everybody's had their movement held. So if Elwyn
Yeah.
gets you, you can all use your movement to book it. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. All I'll say is, I'm just gonna say to Crix, get ready to run.
Okay.
I'll
Alright.
have my hand on my axe, but I'm not gonna like do anything with it right now.
Okay.
I don't really want to take like another 40 damage back to me.
Got you.
So true.
It was proximity.
So
Not gonna risk it.
the shadow
I
creature.
like nearly died from it. I don't think he's thinking about it rationally.
Tacitus is traumatized right now from that shit.
And it is like on its way.
It's a near-death experience.
So your shadowy enemy himself is now focused on Crix, but you're still sort of like in his path, Elwyn. Now, you can feel those tentacles sort of burst through the ground as he lurches himself forward, moving a little faster than usual now. Like obviously very upset. Let's see.
Either I die here or I make it to the door. One of two things.
You guys at the doorway, like you see the tentacles sort of bursting out of the ground, approaching Crix. They whip out around Elwyn.
Oh.
Oh boy.
So the first two like clack against you, strike you, but you're able to resist the damage. The next two make contact, and you take 21 points of damage.
Oh fuck.
Oh god.
Halved, so 11.
That's good because I have 20 hit points at the moment, so now I'm down to.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing better than me, buddy. The fuck
Yeah,
you on about?
I thought you were at like single digits.
Yeah.
Well, what I was at was if I didn't have necrotic damage resistance, I'd be dead right now.
Yeah,
We're
you've
not
been
done
dead
yet.
like multiple times over.
Oh,
We're
we're
not
not
done
done
yet.
yet.
Not done
Okay,
yet.
I might still be dead.
So that creature, the sort of large winged, like saber-toothed tiger type creature, uses its full dash to get up and try to like slap a paw down at you.
Oh god.
Uh,
Why?
so the paw shot misses very poorly. It's still sort of damaged from that attack from Crix. Paw shot misses, but it takes a snap with its jaws as well.
Oh,
Oh boy.
why?
But you're able to avoid the jaws snap down. You're able to just barely push to the side. And finally, the Archon rushes forward and again throws another blast of that blade, that crescent energy, thrown towards you.
How many times can he do this?
Dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. This dice roll is very important right now. Alright. Hope we're blessed.
What you got, Elwyn?
That was not good.
No! I rolled a 9.
So you deftly avoid this creature. You guys see Elwyn sort of just moving about, taking some damage from those tentacles, still pushing through, avoiding this massive creature, but it throws him into the path of this crescent blast from the Archon. Strikes you into your side, cuts through, knocks you prone again. You fall to the ground. I'd say at the speed you are moving, it'll throw you forward a bit. So it'll throw you about 10 feet forward. So you're about 10 feet from the doorway as it makes contact, throws you prone. But you also take 28 points of radiant damage.
I'm dead.
Halved down to 14. So you're
13?
14.
14, yeah, I'm out for the count.
So Elwyn, Tacitus and Crix, Elwyn slides incapacitated about 10 feet from you onto the ground.
Well, at least they're close.
So we're passing over Elwyn's turn. But it is your turn now, so I need you to make a death saving throw.
How does this work again? I just roll a d20.
Yeah, it's
I think there's a con modifier.
there is a modifier.
It's been a while since I've done this. I don't remember how it works.
I'm going to pull it up just in case because I also don't deal with this very often. You just roll d20.
It's straight D20. If you get 10 or higher, you succeed.
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 17, so I guess that's a success.
Yes, so that's a successful death throw. Okay. Which brings us to Crix.
Well, seeing that he just slid into the ground and whatnot, I'm going to not take that shot. I am going to rush up to him, grab him by the shoulder. I'm going to start dragging him away, and as I do, I'm going to pump a last second level spell of heals into him for 19.
Okay. So you are back up from the incapacitation as Crix drags you forward. Brings you back up, Elwyn.
So it's 10 to get to him, grab. That leaves me 20 movement, and it's half movement to drag someone so we can get to the door.
Get to the back to the doorway, yep.
Wait, I'm still unconscious though, right? Or...
No,
you're back up. You're just... You would...
You're out of turn, but yeah, you're back up.
Yeah.
Did I set myself to 1 HP then?
No, you healed for that 20.
19, so...
Alright.
Oh, you... Okay,
19 points. So you have 19 HP from the heal.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm alive.
Okay. Is that all, Crix?
Yeah.
All right. Briar.
Yes.
Sam is still, expectantly, almost jittering at this point, shaking in his seat, looking back at you every now and then. He looks like he's about to make a move.
How far away is the rest of the party?
They're right in the doorway, so roughly 10 feet away from you guys.
Okay, so I would have seen...
In the vessel, you can sort of you can see the back of Crix and a little bit of Tacitus. You would see now Crix just barely dragging Elwyn and throwing him a heel, and Elwyn does not look good.
I'm gonna get 1 foot in the vessel and 1 foot on ground.
Okay.
Just be ready.
Sam immediately goes to push the vessel off.
Can I lift the foot that I had just stepped onto the boat and kick him in the face?
Yeah. I'm just gonna have him save it. I'm not gonna have you roll anything for it.
That one.
He rolled a 3.
Close enough.
Good enough.
I'd say roll a d4 for damage.
Knock his ass out.
With a d4? It's a 1.
Okay. So yeah, you kick him right in the face and he stumbles. Says, "What the hell?
What the hell to you? We're almost here."
I needed a stretch. I was repositioning. That's it.
What a dumbass.
Liar!
The bird is actively pecking at him. Anything else, Brian?
I'm getting into the boat for the others.
Okay. Tacitus.
Can I help drag?
Yeah, if you want, you can grab the two of them. I mean, you're close enough, even if it's half of them.
Yeah.
You can drag them both into the vessel with your strength.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything?
No, I'm not gonna have you roll anything. You're close enough, so you can just literally grab Crix and toss him and heave Elwyn into the vessel as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay, is there a rude gesture in this world?
Yeah, whatever
Gonna
you would
give
like.
him the
Yeah,
finger.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I want to do whatever the equivalent of like giving the finger / like that sort of thing is to like the creatures outside.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you're getting into this vessel, those tentacles, like you can see them rapidly approaching the doorway. But you can clearly see they stop. Almost like a shimmering barrier appears right in the doorway, and those tentacles can't seem to penetrate. They start like whipping against it, but they can't penetrate through the barrier into this ruin. And you all throw yourselves into the vessel and immediately push off.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess I'm probably last in. Right?
Yeah. Yep. You're last
Yeah.
in.
Elwin is thrown into the vessel rather than throwing himself into the vessel. He is also very dazed and like closes his eyes.
Sam is like throwing himself forward at the front of the ship, trying to make it go faster. There's no paddles or anything. The vessel is just sort of like moving through at its own pace, very slowly out along. So you leave the chamber itself.
Wait, so does he touch the water?
No, he's not touching the water. He's just like at the front of
Awesome.
the ship, like throwing his weight forward. Yeah, he's not that stupid.
Kind of like a kid at the front of the ship, just rocking himself forward,
Yeah.
like go.
Yep. Yeah, and he's
Briar
like
is
full
contemplating tripping him into the water.
I mean, I am contemplating kicking the back of his knee so he falls on his butt.
Nice.
Crix is going to throw the last of his spells. I'm going to throw a spell at Briar. I'll heal her for 6.
Okay.
I'll throw a spell at Elwin. I'll heal him for additional 9.
Okay.
Myself for 8.
I don't need one right now.
Yo, want
I'm
one?
fine.
All right.
Okay.
And then after I do that, I'm gonna grab the back of Sam's shirt and pull him back down the seat and just. It's not gonna go any faster, and you're going to have a chance to fall into that water. So why don't you just sit, relax, we're safe.
He's like huffing and puffing at this point. It's like, are you? Hey, sure, we're safe. What? Like, you're sure?
Yes.
Because this thing doesn't look very safe.
I don't know if you noticed, but the magical barrier back there stopped them from coming after us, and yeah, we're safe.
As you like having this conversation, the vessel itself leaves the ruin. You're traveling down a very narrow sort of river amidst this island. It's just a little bit sunken in. It's about maybe like 10-foot up banks on both sides. You can see the Archon. He's back on his mount, and he's moving along the side of the riverbank, like looking around, but he can't seem to see you. He's looking right past you. Like his gaze like lingers over you for a moment and just moves right past you. He doesn't seem to be able to see you. As well, you notice where you're moving along, that golden sort of spotlight that's being emanated from that creature. You're not feeling that heat anymore from that large, like winged demonic creature that's been looming over this island. You're not feeling the heat anymore, and as it passes over where your vessel is moving, your vessel seems shadowed, so it doesn't actually light up underneath this thing. So you can clearly tell you are at least under some form of like visibility protection, likely from a Theros. And you're just slowly sailing along this like riverway. Do you guys want to take any actions at this juncture, or allow the vessel to keep moving?
I would say Crow, not Crow. Yeah.
Too many D&D games.
Yeah. Crix is just going to relax and just take a moment to, completely relax.
I would like to examine my daggers more.
Okay. Let's see. What do you want to roll? How do you want to examine them?
She wants to try and understand the magic in them.
Okay. I'd say roll. I'll give you a couple options. You can roll straight intelligence if you just want to try to like examine them and try to reason something out. Roll wisdom if you want to try and sort of like connect with them more.
Yeah, I would
give you those two
say
options.
she would be going for more of a connection thing.
Okay. So go ahead and roll wisdom.
I don't suppose it can be insight.
Yeah, I can give you insight.
Oh, hell yeah. What's the difference between a +2 and a +10? 23.
Okay. So as you're sort of slowly moving along, you can see the mouth of this little riverbank that would like leave the island. You're moving very ominously close to that massive winged creature, like within 100 feet off to your right-hand side. You can see his form, just like lumbering up out of the water and gazing out, slowly moving its head back and forth, channeling that sort of spotlight along the island. Almost very, it's like panicky at this point. It's moving a lot quicker.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is this creature the same one we saw initially, or a different one?
No, it's the same one. That same like large creature that had been blinding you in the last session.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, still you can see him sort of pathing and directing forces. As you sort of travel along the island, you can make out more of those winged creatures as well. Those ones that you had originally sort of been fighting with on the backs of your Baylor. You can see them flying around. They pass over. Some of them pass very close to your vessel as well, but none of them seem to be able to spot you. So it's a little eerie, and it's a little like threatening and scary at first as you see them sort of moving about and getting very close to you. But the longer you're on this vessel, you get the sense that you are almost invisible to these creatures right now, especially as you exit out the mouth of this like smallish river within the island, back out onto the Tardix River itself, which is again like that very Great Lakes, like very large. You can't see the opposite end of it, so it almost feels like you're moving out into the ocean. You're moving past those large tentacles of Erebos that are very slowly like slithering up out of the water and very close to your vessel, never making direct contact with it. Every now and then, one of them will slowly emerge from the water, sort of angle itself as if it's looking and peering around, feeling for things. They get within like 5 or 10 feet of the vessel, but none of them ever make direct contact. So you start to feel a little safer, even if a little off-put by how close these things are getting to you. Briar, you do manage to make a very successful connection with this thing. You feel, as you sort of quiet yourself and reach out, the weapon itself does seem to connect and communicate with you. Your vision sort of flashes for a moment and you're given a vision. You can see yourself driving the daggers both into the ground, and this sort of like pinkish reddish glow emerge from the blades themselves. You seem to be in some form of battle. You see your party members in combat with just unseen foes, very wounded, very damaged. And the sort of glow travels in a pathway along the ground that slowly erupts with those petals, those cherry blossom petals from the daggers. And as it reaches the party members,